a band like Sparks, it makes me like look forward to getting older. Like mentally, it doesn't have to be the end. You can still do new things. You can still create things, and they can be old men doing this. Sure, I could like carry some of that with me when I get older.
Welcome to Every Album Ever with Mike and Alex, the podcast where we listen to every single album in the world, whether we like it or not. That's usually a whole new discography per episode, except for EAE singles episodes like this, where we cover something brand new. My name is Michael Mansour, and I'm joined, as always, by my lovely, wonderful, happy co-host, Alexander Volt. Say hello.
Hello.
And today, we'll be discussing the latest album by
Sparks, entitled Mad.
Hell yes, Sparks, one of our favorite bands that we've never done a full episode on, because this is their 26th album, and that would be too many episodes.
At least 3 if we were diligent.
It would be a tough 3. It would be a tough 3, a more reasonable 4 episodes, and that's, well, not going to happen because Alex is leaving the show at the end of the year, so it's definitely not going to happen. But we did cover the previous album. Was it The Girls Crying in a Latte?
Yes.
Sparks. This band has been around for a million years. They're one of my absolute favorites. I don't love everything they do, but I'm happy they're around. I'm glad they're still. They are one of the most charming and likable and funny musicians that I think that we have. Period.
This is a gem, just a gem. And yeah, even in old age, seeing them is so delightful. And they're guys who seem like they did like some clean living, very responsible, as documented in the documentary. They were very responsible with their money, so they never felt like pressured to do something they didn't want to do. And yeah, it's just even like 27 years in, they're like not musically, but they're like the Melvins, where I'm just along for the ride, and whatever they want to do, I'm fucking cool with it.
Pretty much, yeah. It's very much like the Melvins that have been around since the early 70s. Yeah, it's kind of like how I feel about them. The same kind of lightheartedness, the same kind of down to earthness, the same kind of sense of humor. Don't take yourself too seriously. Just go out and make music, because that's just what you do. And this album, despite the fact that I find Sparks to be one of the most charming bands ever, I'm not too big on this album. I'm not. I did prefer the previous album, but I'm also kind of lukewarm on a lot of their recent albums, at least within like the past 10 years or so.
Yeah, this one kind of felt like there were like bits and pieces that they like Frankensteined into songs. It's a very like spastic album where most songs, it's like you get these bursts of certain sections and then something else. And then like I did feel this almost like start-stop nature with the songs, whether that was intentional or not.
How so? Give me an example.
Like it's almost like Devo riffs, where it's like this like burner, and then it stops for a little bit and the drums are still going, and then it like does it again. I didn't
even think about the actual construction of it like that.
Because yeah, I noticed it on the first couple of songs, and then by the third one, I'm like, this is gonna be very like spastic, in that like the songs have the way they're constructed to my ear sounded like very similar. There's variety and they do different things, but it kind of seemed like they were assembled in a similar fashion, if that makes sense.
They probably were. This album, they've been this whole era, I guess, since 2017, like since Hippopotamus, it's been leaning a little bit more on the synth stuff. I mean, mostly the last couple albums, probably. They're really leaning on the synth stuff. There's a lot of I just hate the choice of synths they use in this album. It kind of fucking drives me crazy. It's very 80s, very 80s-y.
Mhm.
There's a lot of choices here that I just don't I'm just not a fan of. Like, well, I mean, the main thing is really the actual synth sounds. The actual choice of synths is the very bright 80s-y. If you think of fucking Jump from Van Halen, like that, maybe not exactly that, but that level of like brightness. There's a lot of that here.
I don't mind those. I think it's most apparent on My Devotion. That is what you are talking like.
That's not a great song.
Yeah. If I had to pick a song to encapsulate what you were talking about, I would say My Devotion.
Yeah, that's one of my least favorites on the album. I mean, easily. Actually, it's probably my least favorite song on the album. But the thing is, it's still a fun album. It still kind of puts me in a decent mood. What I'm flabbergasted by is that this is their, in the UK, apparently their highest charting album ever.
You know what? Good for them. Fucking
good for them for sure.
Yeah.
But it beat Come On to My House. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, this is like when a older band wins a Grammy for a shitty album. It's just recognizing all the like hard work they did before.
Yeah, it's true. It charted at number 2. Come On to My House did number 4 in 1974, and that was the highest it'd been. The past I think 3 albums in a row all went to 7. I don't give a fuck about charts. All right, I don't give a fuck about that. But the fact that it's being recognized and appreciated, that's like the point that I'm trying to make. Which is like, yeah, I think this is out of, it's hard because I didn't really realize that this album, The Girls Crying Latte, A Steady Drip to Drip, the album before that, and then Hippopotamus, that all of these are actually kind of one era, because the album before that was one that I liked quite a bit. No, I didn't hear that. The one before that was The Seduction of Ingmar Bergman, and before that was and that was 2009. So there's a big gap after that one. So these albums are kind of like its own era. So I didn't realize that all of these were an era, and The Girls Crying Latte, Steady Drip to Drip, Hippopotamus. I'm not too big on any of these albums. Like, there are moments in them that I love. There's usually like at least 1 or 2 songs from each of these albums. I'm like, oh, that's a fucking great song. Hell yeah. I don't have that with this one. This is my least favorite out of all 4.
I didn't come prepared to add to that. Well,
but to be fair, I mean, those are old albums. We haven't heard them in a long ass time.
I kind of get what you're saying, because like, man, like Hippopotamus is one of my favorite Sparks songs, I think.
Oh, it's a fun song. It's a very fun song.
So yeah, there isn't a hippopotamus on this album, if you will.
No.
There's some stuff I like. Like, I do like Hit Me Baby. I think that is like cool how it's kind of mechanical at times, and they bring these fuzzy guitars in, and I wasn't expecting that on this album.
Hit Me Baby. On second listen, hate it.
Well,
it's like the most 80s song on the album, probably.
I still think My Devotion is like the most 80s thing on here. My Devotion is 80s in a cheesy ballad way. Mm-hmm. Hit Me Baby is 80s in like a sleazy way.
Sleazy, like hard rock 80s. When I think of the things that I hated the most about Rick Rubin hip hop stuff, with like Rum DMC with guitars, like that kind of, those kinds of guitars are on there, like the big chunky cliched rock guitars are on there, and it has like the really really percussive clicks that, I mean, I don't know how I can't think of very many things to reference because I'm not a big 80s guy, 80s pop guy. So, but it is a very busy kind of zany song, but I could see why you like it. I happen to not.
And then I think my favorite song on here is probably "Don't Dog It."
Oh, really?
I think that's like the that like piano line. It's like a little heavier and darker. And then they bring in these like classic dramatic Sparks things. I think it comes together in a way other songs on this album don't for me.
It's a good song. Yeah, the piano line's fun. The beat's good. It's nice and fast. It's got those 80s ass drum machines. It's a little cheesy, but it's not bad. I do like that one too. If I had to pick a favorite, it would probably be I-405 Rules, which is,
Dude,
I mean, it's pretty fun.
that section of that section of the album is pretty wild. I think that's like the closest we get to like pure unhinged Spark shit for sure.
It's a little, I mean, so by unhinged Spark shit, it's insanely dramatic, but goofy. Like,
yes,
the song's called I-405 Rules. For those who know LA, know that's a very funny thing to say because it's a fucking nightmare being on that freeway. And
see,
it's this super dramatic, crazy, bombastic movie score, like action cinematic thing.
I noted that this is why commas are important, because are they saying it rules or are these the rules?
Or that's probably what it means.
Yeah.
But it sounds like they're saying, it rules, which is already a funny thing. I didn't read the lyrics, but either way, if you're talking about the fucking 405,
yeah,
it's true hell. But coupling that with this fucking Mission Impossible music is very funny.
It is like, yeah, it is a highlight on the album for sure. The like dramatic strings are perfect. I caught some of the lyrics and they are campy and funny and what you want from Sparks. And you know what? It's technically a different song, but after that you get a long red light, the song, not an actual red light, which you will 100% get when you get off the 405.
Yes.
But yeah, we got back-to-back songs about hellacious traffic conditions. I'm like, this is one song. It's
one concept for sure.
Yeah.
Long Red Light is fun too, especially all the vocal overdubs. I mean, it reminds me a little bit, one of the greatest achievements in vocal overdubs is Lil Beethoven. I mean, that album was one of my favorites ever, and the vocal stuff they did on that album was just unbelievable. And yeah, they don't go that hard anymore with vocals, but it reminded me a little bit of that.
Yeah, I do think "Drowned in a Sea of Tears" is a interesting choice for a single. I can see why it's it should actually be I-405 Rules. That should
probably, yeah.
It probably should, but like, I think Sea of Stars is
Sea of Tears.
Who are you like trying to sell on Sparks? Like, who isn't already sold on Sparks?
I know probably enough people. Yeah, but there's also, so going back to the lyrics a little bit. It's a thing where because I'm so used to just tuning them out and just trying to focus on the music aspect. That's just how I enjoy music. That it's such a disservice to do that with Sparks, because they are indeed, in my life, the most fun lyricists of any band that I listen to consistently. So on second listen, I was just opening my ears a little bit more, and songs like In Daylight, where it's like, it's not bad, it's fine, it's inoffensive. On second listen, I'm like, this is fun. That the lyrics that I want to make it much more fun. Like, it's about how easy it is to look good at night because they can't see your face, but how he's admiring this person because he could see in the daylight they looked good.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to let you see me in the daylight. I'll see you at nighttime.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's these like bouncy hand clap parts in it. It is a fun song, and if we're talking about ridiculous lyrics, guys in their 60s and 70s writing songs about JanSport backpacks is just
JanSport backpack track 2.
yeah, it's just a wild name for a song, and it's kind of like marching music for toy soldiers. It is very interesting.
That's a song. That's a perfect example of a song where I hate the approach, the synth choices, the electronic stuff, but I like the song. I think it's a well-written song. It's a fun song. Even electronic drums I find to be a little cheesy, but it's a fun song. It's a good song.
A bad Sparks song is better than most people's good songs.
It's at least not only more charming, but like it just feels so sincere, and like there's the only other band that I can think of immediately is Melvins, where you hear it and you believe it wholeheartedly. You feel like just good you feel like you feel happiness coming from them when they made it. Like that's why it's hard to dislike an album like this, even though I'm not like wowed by any of the songs that much. I can't dislike it. This is one of my least favorite swans. Freudian slip. This is one of my least favorite Sparks albums, but I still can't dislike it. You know?
Yeah. It's again, well, for us personally, it is, like I said, it is like I've disliked, I haven't loved everything the Melvins have done, but I'm just like along for the ride, and then I'll get like a Thunderball. That was their last album, right? Like,
yep.
And yeah, it's this fucking delightful, and even if I don't like love the album outright, like they've done so much good. Like the batting average is so fucking good. How can I hate on this when there's like, sure, maybe something's a little off, but that sincerity that you're talking about is still very apparent.
So a band that has put out 26 albums, and then they open their career with, I would say, 5, of the best albums ever. They open the career with, in a row, 5 of the best albums ever, and then throughout the career can have put out a good chunk, a good 4 or 5 more of like incredible albums. Like that's you earned it. You just, and the fact and that they even if I don't like the album, they keep doing stuff that's different. They're old men playing this 80s-y dancey stuff and electronic stuff when that's not what they were doing 2 years ago. It's not what they were doing 5 years ago. They just keep doing shit. They just keep like, all right, we're gonna do this time. All right, and it feels so not low maintenance, but there's this like it feels like there's no pressure on them at all. It feels it kind of bleeds through even when you're listening to it.
It's a band like Sparks, it makes me like look forward to getting older, like although I guess by getting older, by its very nature, you are approaching the end, but it doesn't have to be the end. You can still do new things. You can still create things, and sure, we're not, famous musicians, and some people would argue how famous Sparks is, but yeah, it's just like, if they can be old men doing this, like, sure, I could like carry some of that with me when I get older.
There's no reason to ever get set in your ways. I detest that. And when people get set in their ways, they're probably like that when they were young. That's this there's no, I don't think age has as much to do with it as it might seem. But these guys are perfect examples of, let's just have fun. We like making music. We're going to keep making music. This is what we like to do. It's endearing. It's endearing. And it's still not even like, I don't like it as much as their other albums. It's still not bad. That's the crazy thing. It still kind of leaves me with a good taste in my mouth at the end of it.
Yeah. Because we covered Pulp earlier, I will say I think that Pulp album was stronger, and there are similarities between the two albums.
Yeah, I would put this one over the Pulp album. I do like it more.
Shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate this album. There's songs on here. There's like 3 songs in here that I straight up don't like, but the rest I'm like, all right, I'll take it.
It's a good summer for old man dance music.
Yeah. Oh, it's that. It's a good summer for it. Yeah, it's a good summer. I agree. But yeah, I mean, check out the album. It's out now. They're a fun band. I mean, if you don't know Sparks, go listen to the first 5 albums. Start with there, and then go on to all the other ones after that. I mean, there's just so many to pick from.
I'd also argue, depending on the person, that Number One in Heaven is a fucking excellent starting point.
It is depending if you're more into electronic and dancey stuff. If that's a thing, start with Number One in Heaven for sure.
Yeah.
If you're more into rock stuff, start with the first album and then the first 5 albums. Really,
sure.
If you're into more weird classical stuff, start with Little Beethoven. What brilliant! I mean, brilliant album.
Technically, a newer album for that.
Yeah, was it 2002 or something? Yeah, 2002. Amazing album, and even like the albums like a few of the albums that came after that were really really good too. Good band.
I still need to watch the fucking musical movie. Not the discography one. Nanette.
Oh, Annette. Nanette was the fucking that comedy, quote unquote comedy thing. Annette from 2021, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Adam Driver.
Cross. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's such a wacky, unexpected thing.
Also forgot they did an album with Franz Ferdinand that is delightful.
I forgot about that too. Yes. They did a lot of stuff. They did that one. That one album where a bunch of guest musicians and Faith No More was one of the bands on there, or was it Mike Patton just sang on "The Song Ain't Big Enough"? I forget whatever. I already told this story where I went to watch Faith No More, and the encore was just fucking Sparks. So I won't get into detail. Sparks.
I mean,
man, I'm so jealous.
Faith No More was playing, but it was Sparks. It was
Sparks is Ron and Russell. I mean, that is Sparks.
Yeah, they came out and joined. So yeah, it was Sparks supported by Faith. What an insane fucking thing to do!
It's the greatest thing it's really like a dream. It would be a dream come true to see Faith No More and Sparks.
Like you got a bonus surprise band at the wouldn't that be amazing at every concert where the encore is?
But the band is one that's completely unrelated to the type of music that you're watching, but it's also amazing. Oh, jeez.
Oh man, yeah, that would be expensive, but like that'd be cool for concerts.
A real gamble too, depending on the band.
For sure.
Shit. But definitely check out the album. It's fun stuff. And support the band for fuck's sake. Support those guys. They're old and they're still doing it. But thank you so much for listening and watching and hanging out. If you want to like us and hang out with us further, do the thing. You know what to do. It's YouTube. It's whatever. We're all indoctrinated. We're all just basically extensions of our phones at this point.
Smash that like.
smash the like and whatnot. You can follow me on all social media at PanderMonkey and Alex on Bluesky at
Octron3030.
Check out our history guy Tom Osman at Tom Osman Sounds. TomOsmanSounds.com for his music and his podcast, whatever comes next. And there's links to all that in the description. Link to my EP in the description. Check that out. And our Patreon, baby. We're not accepting any more full discography requests because Alex is leaving the show by the end of the year. Check out our King Crimson Part 1 episode if you don't know why. But yeah, still go there. There's bonus episodes. You get to see our schedules in advance. You get to hang out in the Discord, be part of the community. So go there. Fun stuff. Do that. Hell yes. And I think that about does it. So thanks so much for listening and watching. See ya.